Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Melanie and I am with Country Outback Crafts. If you're watching this on a replay or if you're new to my page, if you could just say hello so we can all give you a warm welcome. And if you're watching this on a reel, if you tap in the left corner, watch video, it should show you the whole tutorial. So welcome in everybody. Welcome, welcome. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Welcome in everybody. Welcome, welcome. Welcome in everyone. Wrong page. Hold that thought. Welcome, welcome. Welcome everybody. Hey Nicholas. Welcome, welcome. Welcome in everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Today we are doing something way out of Melanie's league. But I had an idea. Of course, somebody else might have done it. I don't know. Welcome in everybody. Hey Judy, welcome. And we are going to make another gnome. And I am going to use this shirt again, I think. So, welcome in everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And I should turn it inside out. Just in case we can't get the... Just in case... Yep, Camille, I'm going to attempt this one more time. I am. First off, we're going to start the hat. Because I think that's going to be my hardest part. So, all I'm going to do is somehow make a straight line to start his hat. And maybe I should use material, but I am going to try and do it on this shirt. Welcome in everybody. Hey Patty, hey, hey, hey. Welcome everybody. I think that'll be big enough. I think this is going to be the hardest part to this whole idea that I want to do. Again, somebody might have done it. Somebody might have done it. Welcome in everybody. Lord. Again, I wouldn't cut a straight line if I had to. Welcome, welcome. Oh, I need to make the bottom piece. Let's do that. Meanwhile, we got this. So this is going to be his hat, part of his hat. And then I got so much stuff over here for this. Can't find the lid. I'm going to use a lid to make the circle part of his hat. Hey, Melissa. Hey, Jackie. Welcome in, everybody. Now, what in the hoo-hay did I... Here's my piece of chalk. Now, I'm going to make the bottom part of his hat. Hey, Teresa. Hey, hey, hey. Welcome in, everybody. Again, this is a thumbs up or a thumbs down today, again. Welcome, welcome. Again, I should have probably used material because this is going to stretch. So, I'm going to pin it. Pin it. And of course, Melanie's only got 2 pins. I hope so, Melissa. I hope so. Again, I'm not a Justin or a Camille, or we're going to do this. Hey, Laura. Hey, Peggy. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. I'm going to cut this out. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Again, I'm not a gnome person, everybody. So we're going to do this. Thank you for sharing this out there. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And maybe I should put some cardboard with this. But I don't want it to be stiff. I want the hat to be able to be floppy. What I should have grabbed was a piece of batting. Hey, Teresa. Welcome, welcome. Yes, I am live. I had to try 3 times, everybody. It kept getting stuck on, you know, when it goes 3, 2, 1, kept getting stuck on 1. All right, that's as round as we're getting this thing. All right, so now I'm going to take and glue my 2 sides. I'm going to take and glue my 2 sides together. Now, if you stitch, you could stitch. It's doing pretty good. I still have that lump. Y'all see that lump? It's still there. But I go back to the doctor on Thursday. It's just weird. Does it hurt? It does not hurt like it did. All right, I'm going to hot glue this. Again, stitch it. If you could stitch it, stitch it. Hey, Judy. Welcome, welcome, everybody. If I miss anybody's comments, I'll grab them in 2 seconds. Let me just start to glue this. Excuse me. Again, maybe I should have used regular material, but hopefully this works. Thank you, everybody, for sharing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bear with me. Just want to make sure I don't miss a spot here. Last thing I want is my fill falling through. Got to make sure I got a good stitch here. And don't stretch it as I'm going down. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Nobody's missed anything. All I'm doing is stitching my hat. Attempting to stitch my hat. Without, stretching my material. Or burning my fingers. Welcome, welcome. Welcome. Hey, Sam. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, I'm going to hit this with a heat tool just to make sure that we got every spot. Again, the last thing I want is white fiber fill. I forgot to shut off my notifications. Is white fiber fill coming through my red hat. Thank you, Jackie. Teresa, I am going to attempt to make a gnome that's in my head. Again, somebody may have made them this way. It's just something I think I thought of. But again, maybe somebody made one like this. Hey, Rebecca. Welcome in, everybody. I know there's a lot of events today, so I wasn't even going to go live, but I did. All right, so we're going to let that cool off, just so I know it's stuck. And again, I should really have some batting, and I don't. But I do have this laying here. Wonder if this would work. See, I still want it to flop. And I don't think this... Hey, Rebecca. Welcome in, everybody. I want it still to flop. And I think this cardboard's going to be a bad idea, but we're going to use it. Just wish I had a piece of batting close by. But I don't. Welcome in if I missed anybody. Maybe if I wet the cardboard, it'll make it more flimsier. Then it's going to dry. All right. So that is going to be, of course, it's much bigger. This is going to be the rim to my hat. Again, I would use batting if I had some, but I don't have any batting nearby because I still want it to somewhat flop. Okay, so now I am going to take, what did I use for my center? This. Yeah, let's use that. I'm going to use this as my center. And I keep losing my chalk. Shredded paper. Shredded paper. Well, I'll show you what I'm going to do in a minute. And I don't think a piece of paper would work. I get your idea. But what I'm going to do here in a second, I don't think it's going to work. All right, Teresa. You rest, honey. I hope you feel better. That ain't the straightest, but it'll work. I don't hear Camille chiming in as to what would make my hat somewhat stable. Other than batting. That's all I can think of is batting. And I'm just going to cut a hole in the center. Welcome in, everybody, if I missed anybody. Just trying to be careful that I don't stretch this, because this material is stretchy. So there's our hole for our hat. Okay? And I'm going to take and hope that we got it all the way glued down. I'm just going to pull it through. How is everybody's Saturday? Everybody's still getting the cold and the ice and the... have snow. It's snowing here. Then again, we always get snow. Hey, 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 Carol. Welcome. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome, welcome. So there we have our hat. Okay? Now what I'm going to do, wish I could pull this through a hair more. What I'm going to do is I'm going to splice the bottom. Try and get that tip to come out as much as you can. I know everybody's saying poke something through it, Melanie, poke something through it. But with me, it would put a hole. Carol doesn't Carol do the pickles? I thought Carol did the pickles. No? Well, that's as good as we're getting that out. All right, now I'm going to take, believe it or not, these were wrong sides together. So I'm going to take and put the right sides together now. Okay? Just like that. What's your thoughts to make this a little stiffer? Just wing it? All right, Melanie's got to figure this out. I thought she did. I thought she did. I didn't know you did gnomes too. Goes this way. Okay, we got this. Yeah, I thought about cardboard too, but I didn't want it too stiff. There, perfect. Now, I thought about this too, but I didn't want it too stiff. Isn't it funny, Sandra? It is. It is. Especially if you've lived where there's snow and you see everybody driving like they've never driven in it before, but you have. That is funny. But I can honestly say, living down south for 16 plus years and then coming back in here, I know I don't want to drive in it. I hate it. And I don't care if you got front wheel drive, four wheel drive. I hate it. I do. Okay, just cutting a hole in the center of our cardboard. Yeah, a lot of people are at a standstill. A lot of people have snow, and y'all don't even have snow plows, icers. So I'll bet they put you on a total lockdown. Now all the schools and everything, I'm sure, get shut down if y'all don't have plows or salters. Same here, Melissa. I don't drive in it if I don't have to either. I do not like it whatsoever. Do not like it. Okay. So I'm just cutting this a little smaller than the red itself. Again, I just want some stability. I don't want it where it won't move whatsoever. And if you do one, get some batting. Grab some batting. Again, I have some. I just don't have it here. But I think batting would work the best. Okay. Cut my hole a little bigger. Now, when y'all get storms, do y'all sell out of everything? That's a big thing here. And we get storms constantly. I mean, snow is nothing new to us. We are really, really used to it. Okay. So that's what I did with my cardboard. If you have batting, absolutely use batting. So that's what I'm doing for this. And I am going to lay my red piece right back down, just like that. Now, again, my second time I've done a hat like this. First time was practicing. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, and I'm just going to make little slits all the way around my hat. And I'm going to show you why here in a second. Again, I'm not a pro at this, everybody. It's just how I try to make one that's in my head. Okay? So I'm just making little cuts all the way around. Just like that. I don't want to cut the other side of my hat. Anybody made a hat like this? Or is it just me? Because this is the only way I could think of doing it. Okay, so that's all I did was make little slits all the way around. Okay, and now I'm just going to take some fill and I'm going to fill my hat up, not too stiff, because I want it to flop. So if they salt, I'm assuming they put y'all down in a lockdown. I'm guessing. Because even though that they do put salt down, and if it gets, again, I don't know how cold y'all get, but if it gets cold, like in the teens for us at night, when they salt it, all it does is freeze right back up at night. Trying to push it up there as far as I can. Welcome, Craft Crazy Company. Welcome, welcome. Oh, are you in all those fires out there? Again, I don't know your name. Sorry. Oh, yeah, Melissa? Are they used to it? I don't, Kansas doesn't get snow, do they? Are they used to it? Okay, so that's all I'm doing, everybody. Now I'm going to take one of those. Remember I told you get these in the wedding section? I like using these as my wires inside of hats because they are really stiff. So I really like using these. Again, what is your name? Well, I think I just read 10 comments all flying at once. Sandra, she said she's a ways from them, but they are in a fire zone. So I'm just putting my wire that we cut inside there. We're not going to do any more to that other than stick it up in that. I'm going to try and push some of this batting up there. I'm going to put a small amount of hot glue and just push it up into my hat. And yes, there's batting in there, and it'll probably come off as we're sticking it in there. But as long as I can get it to the tip and push it, that's all that matters. I want to keep that wire up there if I can help it. Wow. Yeah, see, we are so used to it that it's funny seeing it on TV where everybody can't drive or they're all slid off the roads, or they shut our throughways down, literally shut our throughways down. They have a long arm that shuts them all or closes them all, so you can't even get on them. But again, we're used to the blizzards and the snow and the ice. Okay, so that's what I have so far. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these little flaps that we made and I'm going to glue them to the top piece of this material. I'm going to put a smidgen more in. Yeah, there's so many that are just getting it and not used to getting it. I'm going to cut my wire smaller because that is a little too long. Well, I know my prayers are definitely with California right now. That is devastating. Again, we lost our house to a fire, so I know what it's like, literally. So they are in my thoughts and prayers. So now I'm going to take this piece and we're going to adhere it just like this. You're going to put these little flaps down. Again, this is how I'm making the hat. I'm not used to doing these, so this is how I decided I was going to make this hat. So I'm going to glue these little strings here, little tabs that we cut out. Let me get this one that's stuck under there. And I'm going to glue that all the way around just like this. Okay? Because that's how I figured out how to make a hat. Because I don't know how to make a hat other than like this. And I'm missing one. Okay. Look at that. It even stands on its own. Hey, Louise. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, everybody. Okay. I'm going to glue this down, so I might miss comments. Don't you fall. Camille, Carol, do y'all make hats like this? Anybody made a hat like this? I am doing awesome. How are you, Louise? How are you doing? You have, Carol? Again, I couldn't figure out how to make one so it looked cute. That's the only way I could think of it. Again, I might screw this up. So don't leave me. Y'all got cold, Louise? You guys got snow, don't you, Louise, where you are? Or flakes? Somewhat. All right, I think we went all the way around. Now I'm going to cut these little tabs off that y'all see here. I'm going to cut them tabs off so we can put our piece of cardboard and our piece of red back down. You could have stood up till I was finished. So I'm just cutting the little tabs off. All the way around. Oops, I missed one, everybody. I missed one. I gotta glue that one. Again, I know there's a lot of events today. So, all right, so I just cut the little tabs off, and I did miss one somewhere. Somewhere, right there. Well, here's my thought, Carol. Again, I know y'all are used to this, but here's my thought. Here's my thought. I'm going to take my piece of cardboard like this, okay? which is going to hide those little tabs that we just cut off. Then we're going to take our other piece of material, and that's the good side. I'm going to take my other piece of material and I'm going to glue that on. Again, I wanted the hat to be floppy, and that's okay if it's not, but I want it to be. And I'm going to take this piece and we're going to put this over this hat, like so. That's my only way I thought of doing this hat. You think it'll be okay? I just need the cardboard to be shorter though, because I don't want to glue it to the cardboard. I'm going to take a little more of this off, just a smidgen, because I want to be able to glue the material to the material and not to this piece of cardboard. Okay, again, this is probably the longest part to this whole project. Okay, perfect. I'm just going to glue this piece onto the first piece of material we cut. First circle. Like that. You know what? Maybe it was a good thing this stuff stretches. All right. I'm just gluing the top to the bottom piece, the first round piece of material we cut. I'm going to go all the way around. You see? I need a couple hands for this. Or I need some of that double-sided tape that Camille has. That would give me my other hand. Right? Lord heaven, that's hot. Meanwhile, everybody's here. Are we doing Scrabble tomorrow, or are we doing bingo? What does everybody want to do for tomorrow? Look at, I just glued it to the table. See what happens when I talk and try to do something? Thank you, everybody. Again, we got a long way to go. But the hat is the hardest. For me, it is. So when Camille says it takes her 5 hours to make a gnome, or God knows how long, I get it. It'll probably take me an hour to make a hat. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. to trim this because I'm not drawing, or I'm not sticking the material in the exact spot. Bingo. Bingo or Scrabble tomorrow. I think somebody said Scrabble. Maybe it was Rebecca. Oh, that was my finger. Are you, Camille? Camille, did I miss the octopus? Did you ever finish that one? I may have missed the end, or I missed the live in general. Don't remember if you did one. Oh, you did. I gotta go back then. It had to be, I'm gonna say it was last week. Don't glue to the table. Almost done with the hat, everybody. Again, this is the longest part. Was it last week? All right, now that we did that, I'm just gonna take, that'll work, that'll work. I'm gonna trim off the glue because I don't want the glue showing. Just gonna take a small little layer, just a little pucker here and there to glue that centerpiece down. Just a little. That was my finger. Was it that long ago? Weren't you making it for somebody for Christmas? Was it your dad? Don't do that, Melanie. I glue my finger. Okay. Stay there a minute. See, I knew that part too. Did y'all know that if you take alcohol and let it sit, it'll get rid of all of your glue? Your whatever you're working on. Did y'all know that? If you just swish this around, it gets rid of every piece of glue string here. It'll all go away. Just let it sit for a second. And then it'll wipe all that glue strings gone. So that's our hat. Again, that was the longest part. And it wipes it all away. Even if you had big chunks that fell, it's all gone. Did you know that, Melissa? Every piece of glue was gone. Every piece, every little string, gone. Not a glue, nothing. All gone. Smooth as smooth can be again. Not a glue string to be had. All right, so here is our hat. Now, I wanted a heart for the tip of his hat since we're doing it for Valentine's Day. But I couldn't find, remember them red plastic hearts I had that were, they had them on lights. In fact, I went to Dollar Tree to specifically get those. Just using a ball. And I'm going to separate the inside of this fuzzy ball, just like that. And I want my seams to be on the sides. I want them on the sides because there's one on each side. So make sure you put your little pom-pom on that side. Stay there. So just open up your pom-pom, fill it with glue. And of course, I'm out of glue. And then push that in there and squeeze it shut. Okay. So that is the pom-pom for my hat. Now, let's build. Now that the hardest part is done, I am going to use this red yarn. Am I using red? No, we're using white. We're using white. We're using white. Because I was going to do a white hat. I was going to do this for his hat. See, it has hearts on it. But it also had strawberries. So I changed my mind on the last second. So I'm just using the yarn that you get from Dollar Tree. I don't know how many things I'm doing, so we'll count as we go. 1, 2, 3. Hey, Janet, welcome. 4, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 36, 37, 38, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. I think we're going to do 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59. We're going to do 100. Okay, so we got that done. Now we're going to take, Dollar Tree has these socks. Or you could just use your own sock. But they have these Chanel socks. I'm going to take one of these socks and we are just going to fill it with fiber fill. That's what we're going to do. Oh, first, we got to add our rocks. Dollar Tree has these rocks. Fill your sock. You can use rice. You guys can use whatever you want to use. I like using these rocks because it really puts a lot of weight and it lets them stand up straight. So I like using these. And they're not that heavy. And it doesn't take away from the form, is what the word I was looking for. Right. You can go outside and dig up a bunch of rocks. So, and I want it to be balanced. So see, it looks circular. It doesn't look lumpy. And it'll let your gnome stand up. Then just add your fiber fill. Just like that. I don't want it to be lumpy, so see, it makes it stand so nice. Again, you can go get rocks from outside, but for $1, again, and it makes it circular. It doesn't make it look like it's lumpy on the bottom. Like that. And just make it so it's doesn't look like it's lumpy. And these Chanel socks are really, really nice. Of course, you're not going to see the Chanel sock, but they are really nice to do these with. All right. So go to about where the ankle is. Again, y'all could use yours. Yeah, that's another good thing, Judy. Yes. Well, I used rice a couple of times, and rice didn't do so well for me. Okay, all I'm going to do is, instead of cutting this sock, all I'm going to do is push this part in. Just push it in. Yeah, that's a good idea too. That or one of those rollers. Okay. So all I did was push it in. And again, you're not going to see the form of this sock. Now I had a theory. I'm hoping this don't look like Santa Claus because I don't want it looking like Santa Claus. And again, you could change the hat out. I'm not gluing anything. Nothing. I don't want to glue anything. I don't want to glue this to this. That I don't want to do. See, I didn't want this cardboardy, but hopefully it'll fix itself as we're finishing this. Hey, Joanne. Welcome, welcome. I don't think that's going to be strong enough. Don't think that's going to be strong enough. Let me grab a piece of jute. now I'm going to take a piece of jute and we're going to tie the top of this off. Again, I hope this is fluffy enough because I need it to be fluffy. I need it to be fluffy, and I need another hand at the moment. Again, I did 100. So let's hope 100 was good. Okay, and I'm just going to cut them. I think we missed a few. So that's what I have. Okay. That's what I have. And again, I don't want him to look like a snowman. So if I have to change my hat, I'm changing my hat. I'm going to take my string, and yeah, it's a little long, but we'll trim it. I'm not going to put it or glue anything yet till I make sure that my hat and this part fits. See, so you want something like that. Maybe I should have went with the hearts, but that's okay. So that's what we're gonna do, is I am gonna take now my string and glue it in there. Try and keep your center. Try and keep your center. And I am just gonna take and glue my rope to my sock. My string of my rope to my sock. And now is not a good time to run out of glue. Fuzz everywhere. Tie. Oh, that's a good idea too, Camille. Well, I got this glued to the sock, but I get what you're saying. But then I won't be able to, well, maybe I will. I won't be able to tuck it back in there, will I? How am I going to tuck it back in the sock? I won't be able to tuck it back in the sock. I didn't want to cut it if I can help it. No. That won't work. Because then you won't be able to change the hats out. What I wanted to do is change it for like Valentine's Day or spring. You know, all you'd have to do is just make a different hat. Can I do this? I could do this and then just tie a bow. I could do this and just somewhat tie a knot. Just cut it. So that's what you have so far. Okay. Yep, it looks like a hot mess, but all you have it is tied. I lightly tied it. Again, I want you to be able to change the hats out. And I want hearts on this. I will find some. You know what? I may have some little, I think I grabbed them. Did I? Did I grab hearts? Oh, yeah. Red hearts. Now, if those were white, I'm putting them on there anyhow. Again, I don't want it to look like Christmas. I'm going to put a little more fill in his hat. Okay. Now we're going to put his hat back on. All right. Before we put his hat back on, I need everybody's opinion. Yep, I got it tied. Like I said, we can hide that. I can hide them strings. Okay. Now, should I put, everybody's opinion, should I put this around his hat? Like that? Can you all see that? Should I put that on? Again, you're not going to see that part. Should I put that around his hat? Or y'all know I'm going to ask this question. Should I put that around his hat? I really like the fuzz, y'all know that. Wonder if you'd be able even to see these little hearts. Let's try it before we put his hat on. Think you'd be able to see the little red ones? I knew y'all wouldn't go with my fuzz because we don't want it looking like Christmas. Well, that was not good, Mel. See, we could just put hearts. We could do that because it's going to be lighted. We're going to make this lighted. I knew y'all wouldn't go for my fuzz. That I knew. All right, let's do our X's and O's. And then we'll do the hearts. What about fuzz around that? No? Yeah, I don't want it to look Christmassy, Penny. Penny, did I miss saying hello? Hello, hello. I don't want it to look like Christmas. Nobody wants my fur. I just stuck my finger in it, everybody. I stuck my finger in it. And there goes my glue stick. Okay. Hearts or no hearts, everybody? Should we use the hearts? Lordy, that stuff's a mess. We're going to do the hat this way. This way. No hearts? Hearts or hearts? Hearts or no hearts? Find my stick. I gotta put my stick through my sock. I think the hearts will be cute, everybody. I think the hearts will be cute. All right. Before we put my hat on, I got one more question. And hopefully you're not going to be able to see that jute I used, because that would really upset me. Okay, here's my last question before we do hearts. Am I using this red nose? Oops. This red nose. Again, it's all going to get covered. Or I did a pink nose with say it, Melanie. Epsom salt. And I did this, look it, I did this one with hearts, but it's way too big, I think. I think it's too big. I got the hearts. We're on the nose. We're on the nose. I think that's way too big. Red nose, pink nose. Yes. Yes, Joanne. It's too big, Penny, ain't it? That's just a regular. This one's too big, I think. I think it's too big. I think this one's way too big. Y'all don't think it's too big? I think it's too big. Watch when I put his hat on. Again, make sure you poke your wire through. That's got to go through the center of your sock. Now watch. Now that I put his hat on crooked. Shut up there. That needs to go back down. Okay. All right. Again, we're going to fix all of this. But look. Looks like Cousin It, don't it? Cousin It, don't it? That was a good one, Melanie. Okay, we're going to fix this hat. That would be a pink one. That would be pink. Again, it's going to get buried. That one don't look too big. Again, his hat's not on correctly. None of that's correctly. I was just thinking the same thing. Same thing. What have I missed? This stuff is shredding everywhere. It's like feathers, that yarn. Red. I was thinking the red. Everybody think red. The small red. again, we got a long way to go, or not a long way, but we still got stuff to do. But I just need his nose. Cousin It. Oh, this stuff is everywhere. Red. We're going with red, right? I think red would be adorable too. Okay. So, centered and the hat in the right spot. I got to find the center. Let me find the center. Center of the yarn. And then that's going there. Just like that. And then we'll pull all that back. Okay. Hold that thought, everybody. Yes, Joanne, the nose, I'm just putting a little. So the nose will come on and off. As long as I just put a little. Of course, I can't even get any. Gotta hold it for a minute. I don't want it falling off. Looks like Cousin It, don't it? It does, it does. Doesn't adhere to the sock too quickly. So you have to patiently hold it for a moment. And I'll fix his hat. I'm gonna fix his hat. Actually, I need to fix his hat because that's going all the way up. I don't want that going up like that. That's got to go down like that. Okay. Now we're going to put some hearts. We're going to use these hearts. I wish they were white. I really do. Well, that worked like a box of rocks. But if you're in front of him, you could see the red. I know it's probably hard to see it on the live. And I need them with these stickers to come off. Because I want to take the... No, it's not really a big deal. We're just going to glue them. I'm trying to get them with the stickers on it. But my hat's getting changed out anyhow. So me gluing them to the hat isn't going to make a difference. Well, that was not good, Melanie. That I didn't want to do. Yeah, I thought about it. I did. I do like them with the red. Again, you could see it. You can see them. And when you put the lights on, you're probably going to even see them better. So let's put a few more. Again, I'm gluing them to my fingers. What good are these sticky things if they won't stay on there? I can't get one of them to stay on. Thank you. I'm gonna put him on his hat. This one went and got a little glued up there too far. Can y'all see the hearts? You can't see them. You can see them. If I'd stop gluing my finger to it. I don't know, Joanne. I don't know if I have an extra one where I could try it. Anybody ever cut a pom-pom, a heart out of a pom-pom? Can it be done? Yeah, I have an extra one. I do. It was my finger again. All right. I could just keep going with these hearts because I do have a bunch of extra ones just laying here. So let me just put some on his hat. Now, I wanted to get hearts. I went specifically to get little heart lights. I could not find them this year. So, my lights I put on them may screw them right up, but we're going to use them. We are. Cut a piece of cardboard, then paint. You mean for the tip of his hat? Or the top of his hat? Is that what you're saying, Camille? I think one fell off. No, these are the ones that don't have no sticky on them. I got this little circle here that we had from the center of the material. I'm trying to get what Camille's trying to say. sugar plums. That made a heart. That made a heart. Don't look at the fuzzies on it. See? Can you all see that? Should we do something like that? Again, it's 2. It's doubled. No? I'm trying to wait till it comes up. Or does that look dumb? I don't know, y'all. What do y'all think? Does it look dumb? I think it's too much red on red. Hey, Sandy. I see you now. I see you. Hey, Tare. Welcome, welcome. I don't like it, everybody. No. Let's try something else, everybody. Let's try this. If I could cut a dang heart, we'd be okay. This is the first I've seen you. Welcome to my world. That happened to me. All right. What if, let me fix this. What if we try to take this off? And let's try that. This is the first I've seen you in an hour and a half. I'm telling you, when you ball it up like that, or open your pom-pom up like that and stick it on there, they don't go anywhere. Trying not to burn myself. Well, you know what? If we get a little fuzz on there, it's okay, because we're going to cover it anyhow. Right? Right. Oh, Lord in heaven, help me. Okay. All right, now tell me if this don't look right, everybody, because we'll refix it. What if I did that and that? Something like that. Yay or nay? You probably all can't see it. What if we did something like that? Can y'all see it? Yes or no? You know what? Let's just try it, because you can't really see what I'm trying to say. Let's just try it. Let's just try it. Hold that thought, everybody. Hold that thought. Because y'all know my glue tool dries in seconds. So I don't even know if I'm going to have enough time to get this on here. Shoot. Just what I thought. Alrighty. Now, that was hot, y'all. That was hot. Yep. Again, my glue tool dries so fast. That was hot. Alrighty. Shove this in there. Today, hey Nancy, welcome, welcome. Oh my word, go in there. There. Alrighty. Well, my heart is not perfect. It's not perfect, y'all. I wanted to leave an opening at the top so we could glue it onto the little piece. That's okay. All right, please don't burn my finger. Please don't burn my fingers. I think we got it. I think we got it, everybody. I think. Again, my heart's not perfect. What do you think of that? Let me look at them. Should we put it on an angle? All right, let me show you. Hold that thought. Oops, that might have been too close, Mel. All right, what do y'all think? Should we put it on an angle? Or should we just put it straight? What does everybody think? Can y'all see him? I think it should be on an angle. What do y'all think? Much better than the pom-pom. Of course, now that we got this, we could try and cut it into a heart. What's everybody's thought? Cut it on a... Put it on an angle. I got to get rid of all this glue. It's driving me bonkers. Straight, angle, straight. Angle. We're batting 0. Angle. Yeah, I think we'll go with an angle. Angle 1, everybody. Just trying to get rid of the glue. All gone. Okay. Now we got our heart. And we're going to do it just like that. That's what we all voted on, right? Just like that. That's what we're going to do. Since there's glue on his tip anyhow, that needs to be hidden. I probably should have made some hearts with this and glued them onto my hat. That would have been a good idea, Melanie. Yeah, that's cute. Yeah. You think of this stuff after the fact. So that's what we have so far. That's what we have so far. I hate strings. That's what we have so far. Where'd it go? Okay. Now, again, I wanted to take, and you can glue your strings if you want. But again, if you want to change it out, I'm trying to do the least glue as possible. I wanted to, oh, I could do this one. I did grab another one. I wanted to do hearts. I could not find the heart lights like they had last year. So, last help me is, do you think these would be pretty? Wait for it. Do you think if I did, we're going to do this. It's going to go like this. Okay? Don't say nothing yet. It's going to go like this. It's going to go something like this. Okay? That's what it... That don't help, Melanie. It's going to go something like this. Down to the bottom of his hat. Okay? So I'm going to start here, and we're going to go around the hat like this. Now, do you guys like this, gals? Like this lighting? Or this one? And this is, which I thought could be used for spring as well. And I got stuck. Hold that thought. See, these are just little Can y'all see them? They're just little flowers. Or does the flowers look cute? I really like the flowers. I really like the flowers. And when the glare comes off of these flowers, it's putting a light on them red hearts, which I'm sure y'all can't see at the moment. But it is putting a shimmer on them hearts. But that's what I wanted to do with this hat. Flowers, flowers. I like the flowers too. I like the flowers too. All right, shed me some light for a minute. And it's probably not going to be the greatest, everybody. So let's pop these on really quick. Again, my hat I want interchangeable. If I have to get another set of flowers, we're going to do that. I think I thought I may have bought two. But again, it could be spring as well. Hold that thought. And let me throw these on really quick. Okay. That's going to go like that. That's going to go like that. That's going to go so this stays that way. That's going to go like that. We'll start that one right there. We'll start that one there. Did I miss anybody? Hey, Denise. Welcome, welcome. I gotta concentrate on this part. Gots to concentrate. Remember, his hat is not glued on. Her hat, his hat, whomever's hat is not glued on. I'm just giving it a smidgen. Oopsie. And don't glue your flower on the wrong way. Make sure your flower is facing the right way. Yep, I like the flowers as well. I do. And you can always bury this inside the sock. remember, we didn't put the hat. The hat is not adhered to the sock. So if you want to hide this, it can go right inside that sock. If you want to hide it. All right, let's see him now. I gotta fix that nose because that's gonna drive me bonkers. He is so adorable. He is, he is. I gotta fix these two little strings. If I have to glue them. These two little strings are driving me bonkers. There. Much better. He is adorable. Does he look Valentine now? Look at that. Can you all see him? And you can put your hat any way y'all want. Just fixes. All right, what does he look like? Let's see. Let's see. Oh, can you all see him? Good idea to go with the heart. Who thought of that idea? Much better. He's much better with the heart instead of the pom-pom. Did not like it. Good choice. You don't think he needs fur, huh? What is he missing? What is he missing? What's he missing, everybody? I'm telling you, those rocks make them stand perfect. Thank you, Camille. Again, if you were here, you can see all these little red hearts glistening. I don't know if you could see all the little red hearts glistening. Again, and the wire is in there, so you can move that little heart anywhere too. Let's move him up. See him? See him? Well, he needs to have his mustache laying a little flatter. Did I just mess it up worse? There. Did I make it worse? I can't see working backwards. There. Good idea with the heart. That pom-pom had to go. Yep. I don't think he's missing anything. So, Cousin It or Gnome. Yeah, like I said. Oh, that's what I was going. That's what I was attempting to do. Can y'all see how the hearts are hitting? The light is hitting the hearts. so you can't see them. That's what I meant to show y'all. But anyhow, I think he turned out really cute. I do. Thank you, Judy. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, thank you. I think he's adorable. Little white or pink hearts would have been cute. And I could have painted them, but I could have painted them. No fur, huh? Look, everybody. Wouldn't that be pretty? Y'all don't like the fur on it, huh? Y'all didn't like my fur. But that's what I have for everybody today. Thank you, Peggy. Hey, Sandy, did I miss you? If I did, hey, Sandy. Thank you, Rebecca. Thank you, Lori. See, that's why I didn't. Thank you, Judy. Yep. Thank you, Melissa. Thank you, Patty. Thank you, everybody. No fur. Yeah, I figured that was coming. Thank you, everybody. That's all I have today. That was it. Just him. Want to see my hillbilly that I practiced on? This one really looks like a hillbilly. Look at that. I put them little balls on his head. This was my practice one. I did a practice. Actually, it looks like a nighttime. What do y'all think? This was my practice one to figure out how I was going to make the hat. Isn't he cute? So we got a hillbilly one, and we have a little Valentine. My wire fell out of here. There you go. I had a Santa and Jack Frost. He looked too hillbilly. I put this thing on here. Actually, I thought it looked like a... I don't even want to say it because I don't want anybody to take harm, or... I'm not going to say it. That too, Patty. He just looked like a bedtime one to me. But this one I did with the... I don't even know what I did with it. This one I did with that real fuzzy yarn. This one wasn't done with the... Can you see? It wasn't done with the... Oh, Carol, trust me, it's hard for me to mess one up. I've had a couple that look like... I don't even know where he is. We won't go there. That look like my... whatchamacallit. Say it, everybody. That snowman that's sitting over there. Beetlejuice. So that's all I have. That's all I have for everybody today. Rip Van Winkle, that too. Yep. That's it, everybody. So go make you a lighted gnome. I like them with the lights. See, I like making things with lights to put in, like I says, if y'all know me, I like putting something lit up in my bathroom. Because if anybody's like me, I go to the bathroom 100 times through the night. So having a night light in there is a wonderful thing. And these are timers. Remember, they're on a timer. So turn it on before you go to bed. And they're on a timer. But that's all I have for everybody. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you for all the likes, the hearts, the shares. Everybody have an awesome evening. And again, I'm going to do a poll. Scrabble or bingo? I know what a lot of people are going to say. I know what it is. But I am going to put a poll up. So that's going to be for tomorrow. I will put one up and everybody guess or tell me what they would like to do. Everybody have an awesome evening and I'll see everybody tomorrow. Bye.